You know that feeling when someone makes a comment about you, what you're doing, something about yourself, and it just really bothers you for some reason. It makes you, I don't know, maybe react in a way that is out of character. Well, that happened to me this morning, and I wanted to talk about it because I was doing some journaling and reflecting, and it just blows my mind how, like, my reaction in this situation really had to do with some deep subconscious patterns and behaviors and beliefs that I have about myself that I didn't really realize until I took some time to do this reflecting. So I just wanted to share this with you guys and maybe help you through some situations where maybe you would react or react in a way that you wouldn't normally, and help you work through it, because it's really amazing when you can make yourself aware of a behavior or a pattern maybe that you've seen over time in your life and finally be able to address why that keeps happening and be able to work through it in the way that helps you maybe not react the way that you were previously. Just have overall better interactions with people and better control over the way that you react in those situations. So what happened this morning is my husband and I were spending the morning together like we always do, and he went to plug in my AirPods because he noticed that the battery was dead and I need those to go to the gym, and today's a gym day for us. So he made a comment / joke that he was going to plug these in for me, otherwise he knew I was going to use them as an excuse to not go to the gym. And that really bugged me. I said right away that was really annoying what he had said, and I just became really short and honestly took it quite personally, even though it was such a minor, insignificant comment. And so he went to work, and after I cooled off a little bit, I decided to journal about it because I realized that's not me. Like, I don't normally get short and make comments like that to people, bringing them down, calling them annoying, for example. And I realized I don't really, there's not a lot of things that make me feel that way. So I wanted to kind of reflect on it and think about why on earth a comment like that had such an impact on my mood and my behavior. And so as I was journaling, and I have it here beside me so I can look down to it if there's anything specific that I want to talk about that I kind of miss here. But anyways, I just basically wrote down, why did that comment bother me so much? What about it? What did it make me feel? And so I was thinking, and I guess there was two parts to it. So first of all, in the moment, I felt like he was implicitly telling me what to do, right? Saying, oh, I'm going to plug these in for you. That way you have to go to the gym. There's no excuse not to go to the gym. So I said, okay, why does that bother me? Why does it bother me that it feels like he's telling me what to do? And then the other feeling that I had was this feeling that he kind of doubted me, or felt like he kind of discounted all the other times that I do go to the gym, and was just focusing on how I might make an excuse not to go. And then if I don't go, what that means. If I don't go, it means I'm not doing enough, or that I'm not good enough, is what I wrote down in my journal about what it made me feel like. So I thought that was really interesting. And as I was journaling, I dug even deeper. Okay, so where are these feelings come from, and why do they bother me so much, right? So why does it bother me so much that I felt like it wasn't my choice if I did go to the gym? At the same time, I notice this happens basically like clockwork. Anytime we have a conversation about going to the gym, I feel like I'm being told to go rather than making the decision for myself. I just thought to myself, what's so important about me making this choice? Why does it have to feel like I'm in control and making that decision? Why do I feel like when we just talk about going to the gym that it's like not my decision if it's brought up. Like if he brings it up, I just sometimes get like triggered, I guess. And so then I went deeper to think, okay, what about in my life? Like, why is it so important for me to have that decision? And like, what about it? And so I just, what came up for me was that my mom was a very manipulative and controlling person in my life. We don't have a relationship right now, but as I was growing up, I started to realize this, that she would really try to control and try to manipulate me. And I think that because of that, whenever I feel like maybe when it seems like someone's trying to tell me what to do or implying that I need to do something, it's that same behavior happening again, right? Like that they're trying to manipulate me or control me. And so when I was journaling about this, I was like, how can I, like, one, that's really interesting. Because something as simple as like just making a joke about going to the gym triggered me in that way. But then I thought about it more, and I want to know, like, what can I do to not be triggered like this? Like, how can I not be triggered by my husband saying something about going to the gym? Like, it should be a normal conversation, or like we should be able to joke about it and it not trigger me like that. Because at the end of the day, like, he just wants what's best for me. I know he loves me and cares about me a lot. And so when I thought about this more, I thought, okay, I guess I can reframe this. Right now I'm looking at it like he's trying to manipulate and control me, which is what my mom used to do. But how about I reframe it and look at it like, no, he's just saying this because he does want me to go to the gym because it's good for me and it's good for my health. He goes to the gym all the time. It makes him feel good. So he wants that for me too. And that was a really cool thing. Like, I have it written on my journal here. That reframing. If I just retrain my brain to see it that way and not look at it like he's trying to be malicious in any way and trying to harm me, then when those situations come up again, I should hopefully, or it should be easier for me not to be triggered and for me to come from a different, like, see it from a different perspective than the way that I did this morning and in the past. Really interesting, right? Something as simple as a comment about the gym, and I tied it all the way back to this feeling that I didn't like growing up. Yeah, like being 28 now, like I don't want that to control my life. I don't want to start our morning off like that, where I get triggered and get a little bit like, say things like calling him annoying and just, like change the mood up, because it wasn't meant to be like that. It was just a playful joke and comment, and here I was getting irritated by it. So that was the first one. The other thing was that it made me feel like I wasn't doing enough or I wasn't good enough if I didn't go to the gym, for example. Like, he was just focusing on like me not going rather than all the other times that I have gone, and it just felt like it was like being discredited. And so that made me go deeper and think, like, why would it make me feel that way when all he's saying is, like, basically all he's saying is that he wants me to go to the gym because it's good for me. And I took it as what I've done already isn't enough. And it offended me in that way. Like, it made me feel like all the times that I have gone to the gym didn't matter. And so I journaled about this some more and again tied it back to moments in my youth that I didn't feel good enough, like I was doing enough. Like, I remembered a time in high school when I was talking about this grade that I got on a test, and this one stands out to me. it has stuck with me forever. And I think it's because of how much this happened in maybe different situations. But I remember saying, like, oh, I got like this 80, it was like over 80% or something on a test. And then my mom says, oh, that's good, but what happened to the other X%? And I remember that feeling, like it was like, you never think that what I do is enough. And I think that up till now, like I've created this belief, I have this belief that nothing that I do is enough. And I think that's why that moment stands out to me so much. Like why it's a memory that I have with my mom and I. It's because it was just like, no matter what, there was always something more I could have done. Right? And that came up in this moment that, yeah, like what I have been doing hasn't been enough. And it's not like my husband was implying that or even said that. It's the belief I had about myself that, like, I guess like all the times I've gone to the gym hasn't been enough. So that I need to be reminded that I need to go, for example. But that's not what he's saying. It's what I'm seeing in what he's saying because of this belief that I have about myself from all these different memories and different situations that happened in my childhood and different interactions. And that's one that just I like can't wait to keep working through because I just need to remind myself that what I do is enough and reframing what he said in a positive way because it wasn't meant to be hurtful. It wasn't meant to make me feel like I wasn't doing enough. And again, this is something that I noticed has happened other times that we've talked about, the gym specifically. For some reason, it's like I feel like when someone is reminding me of something that I need to do maybe or like nudging me, that they don't think that what I've already been doing has been enough. And I know my husband, he loves me, cares about me so much, and wants the best for me. He's not implying that or telling me that what I've done up till now isn't enough. You know, he always tells me he's so proud of me and we always encourage each other and we have such a positive relationship. He's not doing what my mom did when I was growing up. Yeah, it was just such a deep, this is the most, I have looking down now, I have 4 or 5 pages journaled about this because I just kept going deeper and deeper to why did something like that bother me so much? Because I noticed that this happens more, that this isn't the first time that I felt this way about it. And I just don't like treating my husband like that. I don't think he deserved that for me to call him annoying this morning. It wasn't him that was being annoying. It was the way that I perceived his message to be. It struck some deep wounds inside of me that I don't want to let continue to do that because he's not my mom and I'm not a child anymore and I can rewire myself to not be impacted like that by simple, innocent words and jokes. It's not anything that didn't have bad intentions behind them either. But I reacted like they did. And I'm okay with that. I'm not judging myself for reacting like that either because I understand where it comes from. It's like a subconscious behavior, right? Because I've, I guess, never really addressed those things. I've just, like I said, when we had similar conversations in the past, I've had the same reaction. And so I guess today was just a moment where I just was like, wow, I just didn't need to say that. It just didn't need to be that way. We have amazing mornings together. We laugh, we joke around together. Like, why did that have to set me off like that, right? And so here I am. I journaled 4 to 5 pages about it, and I uncovered some really deep things about myself. And it's not like I didn't know these things about myself, because again, like, these are memories that I have growing up, right? You don't forget that, but I just uncovered how it's still impacting me today. It still has an impact on me today, and I want to work through that because I don't want that kind of negativity in my life. And yeah, especially in my relationship. Like, it's all love. It's all love. And I'm grateful for that. And yeah, I guess the reason I want to talk about this was, one, it was so fresh because it literally happened this morning. And two, I really think this can help a lot of you because I know that this kind of stuff happens in our lives all the time, where you could just be in a good mood and then suddenly someone says something or does something and it just flips your mood upside down. And that doesn't have to be that way. Like, you can, if you dig deep and you're willing to do the inner work and really reflect on what about that person saying that, or what about them doing that, what did it make you feel really? Like, why did you feel so offended by it or hurt by it? It's not the words that they're saying that are the problem. Not even the problem, but it's not the words that you should be focusing on. It's the feeling that you feel that you should be focusing on, and taking the time to understand yourself and understand why. Because when you bring that into awareness, you're able to start reprogramming and rewiring yourself so that you don't get triggered in those moments, and that you can live a much more peaceful life consistently without emotional interruptions like that. It's actually really, really cool. To be honest with you, like, when I was journaling, I was actually getting really emotional because it was bringing up all those deep wounds that I have. And I was just like so mind blown by how something as simple as a conversation about the gym or a little joke about the gym means so much more to me than that. And so, yeah, I think this will help a lot of you. And I hope that it does, because when you're able to just understand yourself a lot more, you're able to navigate through life a lot smoother, a lot calmer, with a lot less problems, a lot less chaos, and a lot more peace. And it's a beautiful thing. Something I'm grateful for, that I've been on this journey of continuing to heal and just become the real me. So I want that for you guys too. If you stuck around to the end of this video, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I hope it resonated with you, and I'll see you in the next one.